I got my tools. Fine.
You're armed. Kaylee is armed and dangerous. Good morning, everyone. If you're joining us for the first time, I am Melissa McLeod here at the Wool the Floss in Grosse Pointe Woods, Michigan. And it is Thursday, June 12th, and it is 9:30, so it is time for our unboxing party. I have, as usual, have a lot of new finishing in the door. I've got some new product in the door. I've got some great restocks that we keep selling out of. What else is going on? We also have the Christine Kingston trunk show in the building. Everything is 20% off. And if you are actually, let me just pause for a second. I still have two cameras going. For those of you that have been watching for a while, we're posting on Facebook and Instagram. But then we realized it was causing a lot of stress for the staff to kind of keep up on multiple platforms. And Instagram will auto post to Facebook. So we're still sharing to Facebook, just the live isn't on Facebook. What we're doing differently now is we are filming on just a good old-fashioned camera, but yeah, I did start it. Okay, good. But did I start the video? That's the real question. I did. And then we will upload that to YouTube. We have had comments, especially from young moms, but lots of other people saying that they love to watch unboxing, but you know, I do kind of go on for a while, although people tell me when I end early, they get distressed that I'm not giving them their full entertainment value. So now we're posting to YouTube. And the beauty on YouTube is it enables you to start and stop the video, pause it, stop it, come back to it later, you know exactly where you were. So yeah, so if you are someone who wants to watch this later on and be able to start and stop it. Of course, it won't be live any longer, but we do post it typically the day of the video, sometimes the day after. It just kind of depends on what's going on in my world and what's going on in Rebecca's world. Rebecca is my superstar marketer, remote helper, fantastic stitcher. I could go on and on about Rebecca, but she takes care of kind of our techie things. So yeah, so that's that. So let's start with some finishing. I have some fantastic pillows here. Not a ton. This is not what we would refer to as pillow palooza. Sometimes we call it pillow palooza when there's like 50. I think I have like 6. This particular pillow must be somebody else's. So it must be on her sheet with somebody else's. So I will have to tell you whose pillow this is in a minute. I can tell you the designer. This is Lauren Block, and I'm gonna look and see. I do believe that whoever stitched this did use my stitch guide, although she changed up all the colors. And it is fantastic. And so what I've done with these, what my inspiration with these pillows from Lauren Block, there's Choose Happy, Choose Peace, Choose Love, I'm having a hard time remembering all the phrases. But I use them as kind of little samplers. So if you look up closely, you can see how every stripe is a different stitch. So it makes it a really fun stitch. And our finishers did a fantastic job with this fabric choice, this brush trim choice. It all has come together beautifully. We can order Choose Happy for you. As I indicated, I do have a stitch guide, and the stitch guide's a little bit of a choose your own adventure. So for every stripe, I have, how did I do that? I think I have a bunch of stitches listed and said this could work with a number of things. So we do have Choose Peace, which is probably relevant about right now with what's going on in the world. And you guys know I never like to talk about world events, but you know, there's a little craziness going on, there's no doubt. So Choose Peace is here, and again, very easy to change the colors, because on this one it was more like jewel tone colors, and the stitcher, who I will identify momentarily when I get the other piece of paper, has changed them up. Ian, could I have like one of the alphabet boards, or Kaylee, could you get me alphabet boards? Because I, need that, and I always forget it. And
about how great the wall looks.
Oh, Megan did the wall yesterday, and I was so happy because I do love a good blue and white, and there's so much good blue and whiteness in this building. As a matter of fact, maybe tomorrow I'll ask Megan to take a little video of the wall, and we can post that, or maybe Kaylee could do that today.
Yep.
see how today goes. So yes, so here is Choose Piece, and you know, Kales, I'm going to be really high maintenance. Can you swap this out for one of those smaller ones in the back?
I think Anne's gonna come.
Okay, Ian got me. She knew that I was not going to be able to handle that big weapon. Okay.
Good for a second.
Thank you. It was good for a second. Closest thing at hand always works. Okay, let's see what this next piece is. Oh, this is so exciting. So this is here for Pamela, and this is fantastic, you guys. I'm so excited. I'm trying to get this bag open and not trash it. There we go. Oh my gosh, so pretty. This is from KCN, and I think they call it the Holiday Pagodas, maybe. And Pamela has chosen some really fantastic stitches. I do recognize the fact that she's made her own little tassels. Are those tassels not fantastic? And I love to recognize other stores when I can.
That's beautiful.
If you hop onto YouTube, because maybe you're already on YouTube watching this unboxing video. If you hop on YouTube, needlepoint.com has a fantastic video that we refer people to all the time about how to make little tassels, and these tassels are so good. So I don't know if Pamela used that video, but I know Liz, being a former knitter, I shouldn't say former knitter, being an expert knitter, as well as a needlepointer, she used to make tassels the way you would make them in like knitting land. And then she said she found the needlepoint.com video, and she said that version of tassel making, in her opinion, was even better and easier. So love that. And then Pamela added this cute little real wreath. And we do have this canvas in the building. So you can see there's just a painted wreath on there, and she added a real wreath. And I think she said finisher's choice. Let's check that out.
I love the blue background.
The blue background is absolutely gorgeous. It just says bling it up. It doesn't really say what she wanted. And my finishers opted with this red and white gingham and this pink and white pom-pom trim. And it is so, so good. So yeah, I sometimes say if something doesn't make it home, it's because it went to Kelly's house. If this one doesn't make it home, it's because it went to my house. So amazing, amazing job. Her stitch choices, so good. And maybe we'll have to take a beauty shot of that because it is really quite delicious.
Yeah,
and here is the canvas. So as you saw earlier, Pamela took and made the background that lovely light blue, which I think is a silk and ivory. And yeah, so here's Pamela's paperwork for the Pagoda pillow, Ian. Okay. And we're still, I'm sure Choose Happy matches up with one of these other pillows back here, and we just haven't gotten there yet. Okay. So, speaking of my friend Rebecca, I don't know if she's watching, sometimes she does. Rebecca stitched up this fantastic pillow, which is officially Needlepoint design. Love you to buy. And it's so funny, every time I talk to her, she hangs up. She doesn't say love you too to me, but I know she does to her mother. Because she said she says that to her mom all the time. But she's always like, bye! Like, she just has this way of saying it. So I like, you see this pillow and I'm cracking up. She provided her own fabric, which is so cool. The dots reflecting, of course, the dots in her stitching. And I see she's watching and she's saying, oh my gosh, I love it. So yeah, here we go. So that's here for Rebecca. One thing I should mention, and I love, sorry, I will get to all my things. My brain goes faster than my mouth many times. So love this finish, love the inset. It's inset with mitered corners and some micro trim on the sides. And Rebecca's stitch choices, which I didn't even talk about, are fantastic. She's done, I think, a continuous cashmere and maybe some either reverse basket weave or brick stitch, or maybe both. And it's really, really good. But Kaylee was here yesterday and she said that pillow style would look so good in this canvas. And of course you're seeing it backwards. What's the storyline behind this canvas? Do you know?
I think it's a Gilmore Girls. It is Gilmore Girls.
Okay.
And it's from the theme song.
So Where you lead,
I will follow you.
Come on, Cal. Keep going.
I can't remember all the rest of the words.
So if you need,
Oh, it's the opening song.
if you need a good excuse to come to Detroit, as if the Wool and the Floss maybe aren't enough. Oh, it is a Carole King song. Look at us.
She has a cameo. On
So
the show.
it's so good. So if you need an excuse to visit Detroit, I say come and see us at the Wool and the Floss in Grosse Pointe, and then it's in Brighton. In Brighton, Michigan is in September 20th to the 21st, I think so. Is like, I don't even know what to call it, like a Gilmore Girls convention, if there's such a thing. They take the town and they make the town, what?
It's just really cute town.
It's a cute town, and then they turn it into like the Gilmore Girls, like Stars Hollow City. Like they have a little gondola, gazebo. There we go. I was like,
change the storefronts to the
and then I
stores.
guess like people, and it was really funny because I suggested the staff go as a group, and I thought, what have I done? They're gonna make me dress up. I don't dress up, and the good news is even the die-hard Gilmore Girls fans around here are like, and I'm not dressing up. But I guess a lot of people do, which I think would be kind of fun. So, anyways, I think come to Grosse Pointe, come see us, go to see the Gilmore. What did they actually call it? Anybody remember what it's really called? If you search Gilmore Girls, Brighton, Michigan, it'll come up there. They have a whole website about it. I guess it's kind of a big thing.
Instagram page.
So yeah, Instagram page, and you can see everybody dressing up. But yeah, so here is the Carole King song, Where You Lead, I Will Follow. And there's a good little dragonfly on there. So pretty. So anyway, what I was going to mention is our dear Sabrina is actually on vacation this week. Do we know where she is?
In Denver for a wedding.
Oh, that's right, because she was texting me. She went to go see Downing Street Needlepoint. She said she had the best time there. So she said Dodie was fantastic. So she's in Denver for a wedding. What that means for you all is if I am showing off your finishing today, you might not get an invoice until Monday, because Sabrina usually does all of our invoices.
She's actually back on Wednesday, but I could maybe do it.
Oh, so it won't be till next week. So, but we wanted to show off the things. We might have gotten it done today, except for I have to leave early because my dog is coming back from dog training. He's been gone for 2 weeks, so I have to leave to go home to learn how to work with my darling dog who was a little ill-behaved, who's now going to hopefully be a little less ill-behaved. So I will keep you updated on that. Okay, back to pillows. So, wow. Oh my gosh, runaway stuff. Okay, this little darling is here for Suzanne. Suzanne is semi-local to us, I always say. She lives in northern Michigan, but is originally from Grosse Pointe. And this is a JP Designs piece. And magnolia, yes, magnolia, so pretty. And Suzanne's stitch choices are outstanding. I'm gonna talk about it for a second. She has taken every petal and turned it into a different stitch. She's done some beading. The leaves are different stitch. I was gonna say crisscross Hungarian, they're not, that's not what it is. But there's so many stitches on this pillow, and sometimes, I'll be honest, sometimes if you pick a different stitch and you don't like have some simple basket weave somewhere, it kind of looks like a stitching book threw up on your canvas. Somehow Suzanne has thrown this all together, and thrown is, not the word I should be using, has pulled this all together into the most collaborative, beautiful, like little sampler. I love it. And it's just a tiny little pillow. It's probably only about 12 by 12. So I would say that that's probably a 5 by 5 inset. Yeah, 5 by 5, look at that. And it's just the sweetest little thing. So we don't have that canvas in the building, but happy to order it for you. What we do have in the building are a couple of the Colors of Praise canvases. So I'm not sure I'd make these into the samplers like Suzanne did, because there's so much detail on these leaves. You don't have those big open spaces. But this is I'm just looking, we're gonna call this number 469 if you're interested. And this one is number 464. 464 is the one in the primary of the screen, but aren't they pretty? I just think they're so beautiful. We picked these up at Market in March. And if you are new to us, the way this whole thing kind of works is if you see something that inspired you and you would like the canvas, just let us know. If you want threads, please also let us know if you would like threads. On any live video, we always assume that you do not want threads. If you're watching YouTube, there's a link there to go to our website. And if something's sold out, you can just email us, no problem. We'll take care of the YouTubers that way. But yes, so, and if you happen to have multiple addresses, if you're ordering live, let us know which address. I think I covered it. Did I cover it? Addresses, threads. If you're brand new to us, you can call us after the video is over and give us your shipping address and your payment information. If you want the most efficient service possible, and it also is a huge help to us, we can have your card on file. That just enables us to ring your things up immediately when you request something, rather than invoicing you, putting it in a bin to wait to see when you paid it, and then making sure that it got paid, and then. It just takes a whole lot longer. So we are happy to invoice you if that's how you want to work with us, but it is definitely not very efficient for us as a staff or for you receiving your items. And when I say on file, we literally keep them in good old-fashioned Rolodexes, like paper, so the bad guys on the internet can't get your number. Okay, I have one more pillow. This one is for Nancy Berner. And Nancy is local-ish to us. Sometimes we ship to her, sometimes she comes in. She's in Southeast Michigan. And again, you're seeing this backwards. I'm my pet's emotional support human, speaking of Murphy. And my finishers did this in this darling blue and white gingham and kind of a shorter brush trim, and so good. And I am laughing. I'm seeing some of our watchers connecting comments and talking to each other. And I'm always so proud to know that so many of my customers have become friends with each other because of their interactions at our shop. That just thrills all of us here at the Wool the Floss to no end, because what's life without friends? And I say quite often that as adults, it's harder and harder to make friends. So making friends through stitching, like, it's just fantastic. We do have so that one's that I'm my pet's emotional support human. I did have to pull this out. This is from the Christine Kingston trunk show, so everything is 20% off. And I knew that Kaylee and Ann would love this. It says, all you need is love and a cat. And look at that cute little heart. So sweet.
It looks like you scratched it into the wall.
Yes, and we grew up with a little black cat at my house, whose name was very original, Kitty. And Kelly pulled out a couple things. Home is where the dog is. It's a 4-inch round, I believe. And, oh, cute. I haven't seen this one yet. Live, love, bark. Yeah, that would be the problem. One of the reasons that my doggie went to charm school, as our good friend Kathy called it. Oh, of course you would. That's why Murphy barks all the time, Kaylee. Okay, where do I want to go from here? Let's do these couple stand-ups. Okay, that Choose Happy goes with somebody else, and we're gonna find it.
We'll find it.
Okay, this is here for Catherine, and Kelly is gonna be very flattered because it appears that Catherine has stitched both of the sweaters from Blue Ridge Stitchery that Kelly stitched, and has a fantastic stitch guide. We can't keep these in the building. They are so darling. Kelly's stitch guide covers both the girl and the boy, because so many of the items in the stitch guide and the canvases are very, very similar, and Catherine did an outstanding job stitching both of them, and they're finished with this fabulous plaid, these great bows. So we can easily order the canvases for you if you would like Kelly's stitch guides. Catherine did follow them. They're fantastic. So cute, the little turkey work on her hat. So if you're interested in the sweater, let us know, boy or girl or both. And those are here for Catherine. So we'll slide that guy back over there to you, Ann, if you don't mind. And then Catherine also has this darling Kay Irby design. I saw Kay was watching us. And Kelly and Liz featured this darling snowman on a Whips maybe about 1.5 years ago. And I think Catherine followed some of your suggestions as well. Kelly, look at the painted feet on here. So cute.
Yeah, cute.
Beautifully stitched. So I can order this for you. It's not in the building right now. This is part of a series. And I think, and Kay can correct me if I'm wrong, there's 5 of these that kind of are all these cute little stamp kind of things. And so we have the house in the building is here. I can order the snowman. But what Catherine has done is, do you see this like kind of little scalloped edge? Well, a finisher can't finish that scalloped edge. So Catherine very smartly, maybe from a suggestion from Liz and Kelly, I'm not sure, extended it out about an inch to give the finisher a nice straight edge, but you can still appreciate the scalloped edge. So Kay has a fantastic color sense, and this whole little series is absolutely darling. So the house is here. Snowman, do you remember what else is in it? A snowman face, big snowman, house, yeah, that's the house we have.
A bell.
A bell, and the snowman face, by the way, has a cardinal on his head, on his hat, I think. Sorry, I feel like I know all these things, and then,
Definitely cardinals involved.
yes, we remember talking about the cardinal. So there we go. And one other stand up in the building. This is here for
There's also a
Rebecca.
bird.
Oh, just the bird. Okay. Thank you, Kay. Sorry, I try to remember all these things, but this almost 58-year-old brain can only hold so much. Okay. Rebecca is one of our local customers, and she and her friend Becky used to come and stitch with me in the old days when Needlepoint hadn't blown up. And I taught them a private lesson every week. Like, those were the days. Things were calm, cool, collected around here. Now they're a little crazy. I had a class, and this is from VNG Designs. It's Amanda Lawford, I believe. Things that go bump in the night. And Rebecca took this class with me, and I think I taught this class 11 years ago.
No, I was here.
You were here when I
took
ran this
it, so
class?
it had to be within 9.
Okay, so probably like 8 or 9 years ago, though. It was definitely pre-COVID.
For sure.
And I have sorry, I was about to say fantastic stitch guide, but honestly, I do think it is. And most people have finished it. Rebecca had a couple weddings in her world, and so she was kind of on pause with it, but we can still order this for you. And I just think it's so darling. And she is a fantastic stitcher. She's not big into beading, as I recall. I think I beaded the letters, but maybe I'm wrong on that. She is a good beader. She doesn't, for whatever reason, enjoy it, and that's okay, because we should always enjoy our stitching. But we can order this piece and the stitch guide, and look at all the fun stuff my finishers put in the top of this. Rebecca likes her stuff kind of like blinged up, and especially for a holiday piece, so good. She did provide her own fabric and some of her own ribbons. I'll let you do that because I'm going to screw up the topper. I don't have that piece in the building. That piece is on 18 mesh. This Halloween piece would look absolutely fantastic finished like that. And it's on 13 mesh, and it's almost, this is from A Stitch at a Time. Yes, I had to double check myself. And they really kind of plan their pieces around the ability to stitch them. So it's all these candy cane tree and that witch. I mean, just couldn't be any cuter. So that's 13 mesh and would look fantastic finished just like that. Okay. Speaking of fantastic stitches, let's talk about some books. I do have more finishing. We're gonna go back to the finishing, but we're gonna talk about some books first. I got a restock in from my friend Julia Snyder, categories for needlepoint stitches. This is one of our favorites around here. If you're looking for something like that Halloween piece and you want to finish it with a bunch of different stitches, there is so much. Do you see how many stitches are just on one page? 1, 2, 3, 4, like 4 or 5, 3 or 4 stitches a page. And they're all in categories, of course. It is a nice size. It's half the size of a traditional piece of paper. Animals, baskets, beards, mustaches, bows, candles and flame, clouds and smoke, fabrics, faces and skin, flames, flowers, fur and clothing, gifts, glasses, ground, hair, hats, brims, houses, snow, stars, trees and shrubs, water and wood. I got through it all. This is one of Kelly's favorite books. She actually really learned, like she learned how to stitch when she was young, but she always says like, I learned a lot of what I know about stitching today from Julia Snyder. I have also taken some classes from Julia Snyder. She is a talent, and this is a fantastic book. One of our other favorite books from her is Next Level Stitches. What I love about Next Level Stitches is in this book, like next level meaning, of course, going up, making things a little bit harder. A lot of the stitches in this book are in this book because they are too hard to simply, whoops, I'm throwing my book around, simply diagram like you're seeing in here. There are diagrams in this book, but what is also in this book are, for instance, here is diagonal cashmere variation, and then there's a QR code down here that if you put your phone on that QR code, it takes you to a private video link on YouTube. YouTube's the theme of the day, I think, that has Julia demonstrating how to do that stitch. So for instance, she has the gathered stitch here. There's a whole long description. There's really no way to chart the gathered stitch, but by clicking onto this QR code, you'll get to your private link and be able to see Julia in action. So it's like having
A little private lesson.
a top-end needlepoint teacher like in your back pocket, a private lesson at the ready.
It's
The
awesome.
first night I took home this book, I think I lost like 2 days of my life to it. So these are here. And actually I see Stacy saying that this is the best book. And that's high praise because Stacy is also a shop owner. So there you go. We also got a restock from Mary's Whimsical Stitches of Volume 3. Volume 3 has the red cover. Volume 3 we refer to a lot because, let's see if I remember my pages. I think it's on page 169. Nope. Isn't Volume 3 the one that has the gingham instructions?
Yes.
So it's not page 169. What page is it? Anybody know? Oh, here it is. I was close. I thought for sure it was page 169. It is page 160 and 161, and you will get directions on how to do diagonal gingham or straight gingham. That in alone, in my opinion, is worth the price tag of this book. We use that gingham background on so many canvases. It's crazy. So there are also lots of other stitches in this book that are going to be new to you. Many of the stitches, for instance, also have QR codes, but her QR codes lead you to different information. So this is filled oblique crosses, and there's a QR code here. And what that will take you to is Mary's, I think, Pinterest page, or maybe direct to her website. Sorry, I can't remember. It will take you to color pictures of the actual stitch, and it will tell you what kind of threads they used, so you'll really be able to envision it. So that's volume 3. And then volume 2 has also been restocked. This has the green cover, and I own all of Mary's books. She organizes the first 3 all the same way. There is a section on balanced stitches, beaded stitches, diagonal stitches, layered stitches, oblique stitches, small stitches, straight stitches. And she also has a code for the stitches that were used on the cover. So love, love, love Mary's Whimsical Stitch. She is also a huge talent in the needlepoint world. Okay, moving on from books. We did get a restock of our Dovo scissors. So this is actually kind of funny that we were talking about Julia Snyder, because when I went to Dallas, oh gosh, 2022, we went into Needlepoint This on Lover's Lane, and Julia works there, as does her husband Mickey, and it's owned by Bonnie and, oh boy, now I'm gonna forget her mom's name. Terrible, terrible. It's percolating, sorry guys. But at that point in time, Dovo scissors were always talked about, but you couldn't get them anymore. They are made in Germany. Yes, I'm gonna make sure I have this right. Yes, made in Germany. And they are, for many, many stitchers, they will say they are the sharpest, highest quality scissor they have ever had. Then you couldn't get, so tie into Needlepoint This, they had some Dovo scissors. And Megan, I was with Megan Holmes, Megan and I snapped those scissors up so fast because we knew you really couldn't find them anymore. And then we've never been able to find them. And about 3 or 4 months ago, one of my vendors said, oh, we have the Dovo scissors back in stock. So all that to say, they are $106. They're fabulously sharp, beautiful scissors, but you know, not for the faint of wallet. So those are back in the building. The last time I ordered them, they sold out. I ordered like a dozen, they sold out right away. I reordered them and it still took about 3 months to get them. So I'm not sure why they took so long the second time, but in any event, I don't think I had any special orders. I had one pair that was being sent to someone who sadly theirs were lost in the mail. So Trisha, your insurance scissors are on their way to you, and that's it. Okay, next up in accessory land, I had fun ordering on Planet Earth's website. I'm not gonna lie. They have so many cute fobs, key fobs, etc. So a couple of these are restocks and some of them are brand new to me. This is the champagne fob, and I'm gonna pull this out of its wrapper. I mean, this is just the cutest thing ever. You could get this and gift it to someone with a real bottle of champagne. You could put your own canvas in the back. I can order like a single initial from Planet Earth. I think they're $22, but it's very easy to chart them yourselves as well if you're an experienced stitcher, that is. So this is the champagne fob, self-finishing as well. So I just think it'd be the cutest gift with a little like of your love built into it. So that is the champagne bottle. Then a restock of our football. So the football functions the same way with a circle in the back. You could put a single initials. We also have this beer stein, which I think would be kind of cute in the back of the football because, you know, football and beer go together, at least with my family, they do. So the football fob is back in the building. Please show the Dovo scissors again. I can show the Dovo scissors again, except for Anne walked away with them. So when she has a minute, she'll bring some back to me.
They're all back here.
Okay, we're getting there. We will go back to the scissors. Okay, next up in these fobs, there's, oh my gosh, like I said, I had so much fun with these. This was brand new to me. This is the sailboat. So if you have a sailor in your life, how cute is that? And again, self-finishing on the back. This one I have packaged with the anchor fob, anchor canvas. I'll get all my words right. Not. We know I will never get all my words right. See, speaking of that beer stein, I always just say, like, anytime Melissa makes a mistake, you can make a drinking game out of it. But that little anchor gets stitched up and fits right in there, and I think this sailboat is just darling. It does, all of these have a key ring as well as a lobster clasp. And if you think you'll never use the key ring, you know, it's just looped through this leather, so you could always take this ring off if, you know, it hanging down, you know, disturbs you or annoys you, whatever word you want to use. I have a couple more of these. So that's the sailboat with the anchor. And then, and the ones that are grouped with a canvas, I think are all $58. Oh, and then the dog bone's $61. So the dog bone are restocked. It is little dog bone shaped, a fire hydrant, of course. And how cute would this be to just add to your leash, to just be like cute, or to show off your love of your dog. So that is here. The next two, I have to say, I think it's a shame Liz isn't sitting here because I kind of ordered both of these. I ordered both of these with Liz in mind. One is this darling shamrock. Cute, cute, cute. And it's...
That is so cute.
It's a 3-leaf clover,
Shamrock
right?
is a 3.
And then it comes with the 4-leaf clover to put inside.
Oh, my aunts would love that.
So, so cute. And for $58, I just think that these are really, really well made and would be a fantastic gift. And you get, like I said, full of love. The next one is a baseball. So cute. And it comes with this baseball. Now, I will tell you, at first I was like, this looks a little bit big to go in. Hold on. Liz is observing. She's thinking probably exactly what I was thinking, but then I came to my own conclusion, and I'm like, well, what I think's gonna happen, come on.
Take it.
I'm
Oh, I get
trying.
'em out.
Shake
I
it, shake it, shake
Yep,
it.
That's how I get it out.
Shake the money
Shake it
maker.
like a Polaroid picture.
Okay.
Shake it.
She's riled
So
up today.
this looks a little big for this, but I think what's going to happen is when you stitch it, it's exactly the right size, and you could either put your player's number if it's a single number or an initial in there, and I think it would be the cutest little thing. So anyways, I had fun on Planet Earth's website. I also got some of their new colors of their tote bags. So if you'll see some more fun stuff I got from Planet Earth. And I'm just fighting with this one. I might have somebody else put, that goes inside and that kind of tucks under.
Okay.
Thank you, sorry.
Goes with it?
Yes, they're packaged together and I can package them later. Okay, I can't remember who asked to re-see the scissors. They definitely are short enough that they could go on the airline domestically. I never take expensive scissors on other ones. They are 3.5 inches. And I should know more about what makes Dovo so special other than, I'll be honest, I just don't. But they are lovely little scissors. They're beautiful to look at. Look at all the little details on there. And again, I've heard over and over again that they are the sharpest, best on the planet. So the shamrock, the baseball, and the sailboat and the dog bone all come with the canvas.
Wait, can you kind of just talk about those prices real fast? We're gonna hit a couple.
Yes, so anything that comes with a canvas, the dog bone 61, dog bone and fire hydrant 61, the sailboat and anchor is 58,
And they're self-finishing.
and they're all self-finishing, so there's no other cost, and they all are 100% leather. The shamrock and the baseball I think are also 58. Yes, baseball and shamrock and clover, also $58. So the football and the champagne bottle are less expensive because they are not grouped with a particular canvas. So these are $30. So hopefully that straightens it all out. If you wanted the cute little beer mug to go with your football, or maybe, you know, maybe it's the beer bottle goes on the champagne bottle. It might be a champagne taste, but a beer bottle budget. I don't know. So the canvas itself is $22. So that's that. These are going to go back in this box so we don't lose those. And away we go. Okay. Let's keep going with Planet Earth. I did, and also Christine Kingston. So we did get a restock of the air tags. The air tags hold the same size as goes in the back of those fobs. This is the navy blue, and Christine Kingston has some really great inserts for them. So they're just like color blocks, and that goes in the navy. And this holds the self-finishing, and the opposite side holds an air tag. We are big air tag users at our house. When we go to market, when we go on a big vacation, I put an air tag in our luggage. I actually air tag my dogs in case they get out of the fence, if the lawn guy leaves the fence open. I think that there's a lot of really good uses for air tags. You could put them, actually, if you have someone maybe who plays Little League, maybe you put this on their Little League bag, because I know when my kid was little, occasionally the bat bag got left somewhere. So there is the baseball. This is from Christine Kingston's trunk show, and then this is the black air tag holder. And then if you want to do something a little bit more every day, here is the bright red, and then a little like zigzag. You could put, there's silver hardware on this. I might put a big bold initial on there in silver, and it would be just really high-end air tag holder. So that is also Planet Earth. Okay. Whew. Next up, my dear friend Kelly at, oops, that one snuck in here. I didn't realize that was here. My dear friend Kelly from Beauvais had some new designs, and we restocked some that we haven't had in a while. So I'm just separating these out. That's new, that's new. So these darling little dog houses are back in the building. I should have grabbed the brown one. I don't know why the brown one isn't here, but we have the gray dog, and it's on that wall, Ann. Sorry.
Brown dog.
Will you grab the brown dog for me? This is the gray dog in the dog house. So cute. And then there's also a brown dog in the doghouse, I thought. Oh, right there, top of the bottom one. Middle, up, down. There you go. Sorry, I knew what I was looking for. You didn't. And here is the little brown dog in the doghouse. So darn cute. So we have brown dog and gray dog. Brown dog we'd had, the gray dog was out of stock and he is back in the building. So these are here. I think last spring Kelly rolled out these bluebirds and I thought they were just the sweetest things. For those of you that aren't familiar with Kelly at Beauvais Art, she is a fused glass artist and she is a needle pointer. Her son is also a fine artist, and so many of these are collaborations with her son Eli. So Kelly is the fused glass artist, and she always tells me, well, I'm learning to paint better from Eli. So I think either she or Eli painted the bird branch, but so there's some hand painting involved, a lot of fused glass art. I know a lot of people are traveling this summer. The Eiffel Tower with the spring blooms upon it is so pretty. She had this out last year. I did not have this version and I was like, why didn't I get that? It is so, so pretty. Market in March, Kelly rolled out some round alligator, a regular alligator. Alligators are not round. An alligator on a round base. She now has this darling alligator on this pink base. And Kelly and I, my Kelly here, Kelly with an I here, and I were like, oh my gosh, that is so cute. I think the color combination is just fantastic.
And there's a lot of detail on that alligator.
I don't even know how that happens. Like,
know,
look at
it's
his
so
teeth.
cool.
I'm going to show you guys up close. Sorry, sometimes I'm out of screen because I am showing two cameras. But, I mean, his teeth, insane. So cute. And then this, you guys know I love a good lemon. Look at this lemon on this blue background. It's like a deep navy background. So sweet. I love a good lemon. And then here's the whale. Look how cute he is. I know we had a pre-order for this for our friend Chris. We have that pulled for you, Chris. And here is this darling little whale. So we love, Kelly's tagline is a little piece of art for your art. We love what she does and absolutely fantastic. The only other needle minder that is in the building, I would say was restocked, but it is not restocked. I don't know how I missed this before. This is from our friends at KCN, and they have a canvas that Kelly has stitched here that says, let me needlepoint and tell me I'm pretty.
Oh, yeah.
And guess what? They have a needle minder that says, let me needlepoint and tell me I'm pretty. So cute. It's a nice flat minder. It's $20. And you know, who doesn't want to shout loud and proud, let me needlepoint and tell me I'm pretty?
I know.
So,
and I think I also need a one, let me needlepoint and leave me alone.
yeah.
Let me
Or
needlepoint.
leave me alone and let me needlepoint. I don't know. Okay. I think this is the last of the true accessory restocks. We got these bags. They come from Australia. They are made of recycled plastics, and they are fantastic. There are project bags, and there is what they call their oversized totes. Because of, sorry to say this nasty word, I feel like it should be a 4-letter word, but because of tariffs, the prices have gone up a little bit on these items, but they're still a total bargain.
I know, and teenagers are very frustrated that they can't get their bikinis that are shipped from foreign countries because the tariffs are more than the bikinis. So
Oh, dear
it's
Lord.
a real tough life. Their bikinis came from Australia.
So funny.
Teen in 2025.
It is.
It's hard to be it is actually hard to be a teen in 2025 for real, but maybe not for that. Okay, should I talk about project bags first or totes first?
Whatever's easiest.
Okay.
I think we have more color variations in the totes, so maybe the totes first.
Totes first. Okay, so this is called the Weekender tote, and I'm going to take this one out of its packaging so you guys can get an idea of the color. This is the Monstera leaf pattern. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 patterns of these oversized totes. The big sales pitch on these is they are $28, okay? So $28, made of recycled plastics. You know that if nothing else screams loud and proud to me, to Melissa McLeod, it is things that are good for the environment. Sorry, I'm really fighting with this label to not destroy it. and get it off at the same time. As a matter of fact, Bryn, who is one of our newer flossettes, she said to me, we're doing so great with our garbage, which sounds kind of funny, but she's young and obviously one of her values is not destroying the earth. So when we moved in here, we don't have a dumpster anymore. And I said, you know, I think if we get recycle bins at every single workstation and just have one true garbage bag, we're not going to need a dumpster. And sure enough, we fill up one, maybe two recycle bins a week, and we only fill up one garbage bag a week. So we didn't want to also devote space to a dumpster because our parking is a little tight. But in any event, we're winning the garbage game if that's such a thing. Okay, this is the size of this tote. Did you see? It folds up this small. So this is very packable if you're going somewhere, like if you're going on a vacation where you might do a little shopping at the Needlepoint shop, or, you know, at a clothing shop and you think, oh, I might want a carry-on for the plane. This is probably actually a little big for a traditional carry-on size. But if maybe you're traveling in a car, you only need a little suitcase and you could pack your stuff going back. Sorry, I'm refolding this so you guys can see its actual size. Sorry, I'm fighting with it a little bit. Excuse me. So this is the Monstera leaf pattern. There are shoulder straps. If the sides are sticking out, it's obviously quite wide. If the sides pop in, it's a little bit more manageable, and you know, you can make it work for you.
Jennifer's watching from the Bahamas. Sorry to interrupt. And she said, I brought 2 to the Bahamas and they are awesome.
Oh, good. I mean,
She said they're the very best.
They're, you know, they feel really strong for the fact that they're made out of recycled plastics. They're very large. When we went to Round Top, my friend Heidi took her entire, this was her weekend bag. It does have one little zipper top pocket in here, so you've got a place to put, you know, maybe something that you don't want to have disappear in the bottom of the bag, your AirPods, your jewelry.
They would be good for the beach or the pool too, though, because they're like wipeable.
They're wipeable, washable, yeah. So $28. This is the Monstera leaf, and whoever buys that one might have a ripped tag. Sorry about that, but I really wanted to show you guys how they looked. Really cool. This is, let's see if I have good cheat sheets on here. This says Violet on here, so we're gonna call it Violet and hope that's right. So it is the same bag with this beautiful bright green handles. Again, they have and I don't know if I talked about that. They have carrying handles, like little handles, and then they have the shoulder straps, which you guys saw me use. So then this is Violet, really cute. This one is called Multi-Suns, S-U-N-S, of course, because there's little sun faces on there. This would be so cute for the beach, especially if you're schlepping along some children and you're responsible for the stuff. Although honestly, when I go to the beach, guess what goes in my beach bag? All my husband's stuff. So it doesn't matter if your kids are old enough. This one is called Orange Floral. So orange and pink floral with the blue handles. This is, I think they call it rainbow stripes. To me, it's not quite a true rainbow. It's more of like a preppy stripe, in my opinion, with a navy.
I think those would be good. We have a lot of graduates too. Like those would be good. Like
This
Liz,
is
you should get some of those for like taking stuff to school, and they're actually cute.
Or really, like if you need a grad gift for someone, you know, they're $28. So someone that isn't like your best friend, right? Like, but someone you want to get something for. Because these would be great for packing for college.
I have a lot of grad parties this week.
Or if they, you have your 2-week rule. If they live, the other thing
It's already
is,
been 1 week, so.
but if like Addie, like living close, like she could put her dirty laundry in that and bring it home. You know, it's a good.
Oh, maybe to take, I wouldn't say bring it home. They could
I
put their
think-
dirty laundry in and take it to the basement to wash their
They
laundry.
could, but I feel like local kids when they come home, they bring all their laundry home.
My kids did, but I never did their laundry once they hit college.
You're nice.
No, I'm not nice. That's the bottom line. We're gonna call this floral on navy. This tag doesn't have a label.
Well, I
but
guess
we'll
I
call
meant
it
you're a
floral
good
on navy.
mom by doing it that way.
Well, I had too many stories of, I made my kids, and Kaylee can attest to this, I made my kids start doing their own laundry when they were 16, because there were too many stories I heard about kids going to college and destroying everything they own because they actually didn't really know how to do their laundry. And then this is the pink and orange bow. And it has pink handles, and this is the one that actually Heidi had and carried to Round Top. So these are all in the building. Now, if you don't need another project bag in your life, but you know, who doesn't need another giant tote? We also have project bags.
Yes, one quick thing before you show these bags.
Yes.
Everyone called those bags, so I'm up to speed. So now if you want these, call them a pouch, please, because
Okay.
I'm still a little bit behind.
Okay, we're gonna use the word pouch, P-O-U-C-H. I have 3 colorways of this, although do we have another colorway, Cal?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like oh, there it is. Sorry, will you hand me that floral pouch right there? Is that the only other one, Cal? I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the multi-floral, and these are 10 by 15, I believe. Let me double check. So these are gonna be perfect for putting something inside 11, oh, look at me, totally wrong, 11 by 16. So I have a couple ideas. If you have little kids, this is gonna be the perfect thing to put the wet bathing suit inside of the giant tote when you're at the beach. Because
or the sunscreen. You know how sunscreen can get messy?
sunscreen, yeah. These are, again, there was a slight increase. They were $15, now they're $18. My profit margin did not go up, but I had to pay over $400 in shipping and tariffs to get these here. So that's what changed the price. Sorry, but it is what it is. And so these are now $18. So this could be, if you're using these for real life, sunscreen, makeup maybe, hair things, like anything that you want to separate out of your giant tote. If you're using it in needlepoint land, you could put, because it's 11 inches tall, anything on a 10 by 10 stretcher bar or smaller will fit in here along with your threads and your stitch guide, and then you can put them all inside the tote. So this is the multi-floral pouch. This one looks a little florally, but it is called leopard print. And for whatever it's worth, this is Kelly's favorite of the bunch.
In fact, I special ordered one for myself.
She did. I think she really loved this orange and green canvas twill wristlet on it because
And I ordered a big pink bow tote too.
you got the big, of course you got the big pink bow tote. This is the pink and orange floral. This is the only pouch that I have that has an exact match to the tote. So these are the only 2 that are exact matches, but a lot of the others coordinate. So this is the pouch, this is the tote, orange and pink floral. And last but not least, the green and blue chains. So good, and I love how they put light blue on it. And you know, again, these all do coordinate. Like, look at how great this chain print's gonna look with the striped tote. So this is the pouch. Phew, so that is the end of the accessories. I'm gonna put this Monstera one in there. That's its tag. It needs to be refolded. Sorry, Anne, but Anne's really good at that. Anne has a little bit of an obsession, which I think is gonna change soon, with IKEA bags. Let's be honest, IKEA bags are a little less expensive, but these have a little bit more style to them.
Well,
So,
you know.
but she's really good at folding those. She gets those giant IKEA bags into this neat little tiny square. I don't know how she does it. So I know she'll be able to handle that Monstera bag. Thank you, my dear. Okay, we are going to move back to maybe a little finishing. Would that be helpful, Cal?
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Just like that, she's done.
Yeah. I knew you could do that. I was very, very sure of it. Okay, so this is all here for Linda. Linda was here for our retreat. Whoops. My fault, sorry. Slippery little buggers. And Linda lives in Texas, and I'm just trying to sort out what Kelly's done for me here. She's taking good care of me. She told me something else. Here it is. Okay. Our friend Kimberly Ann, unfortunately, has passed away, but her sister Candace continues to run her business, and she has a whole section of Halloween stop signs. I believe there's even stitch guides. That's the word, stitch guides on the website. And I don't know if Linda used the stitch guide. I think she maybe just ran with this in a beautiful way. Look at that fireworks. Like, Kaylee's gonna look at this up close later and be like, ooh, ah. and my finisher put on that fantastic little ribbon that complements it perfectly. I don't have the stop sign in the building. What I do have in the building is the jack-o'-lanterns ahead. So sweet. And of course we love a good Halloween stitch. So I was kind of asking Kelly, well, why'd you pull this October 31st? It does happen to be from our friend Kay Irby, but this is part of her calendar series, and I think Kelly just pulled it because she's like, it's so darn cute, I can't stand it. I mean, look at that little witch on there. She's so sweet. So if you're into a Halloween stitch, there you go. So that is here for Linda. She's got a few other things. This is an Ann Fisher piece. I'm gonna say this is a pink magnolia. I could be wrong. It could be a rose. Maybe it's a pink
peony.
rose. A peony? Okay, see, it's a cute pink flower. That's what I'm gonna call it. So 13 mesh, and look at the fabric my finishers put on the back. So fantastic. I don't even know how they come up with these things sometimes. Like, why did we have that fabric? And how did they remember we had that fabric? Because we have an entire like mini warehouse of fabric, you guys. It's ridiculous. So that is here. We don't have that in the building, but if you're into florals, we love the pink camellia. Yes, camellia from Blueberry Point is in the building. It usually always is because I'm obsessed with it. And then from Taylor Beach Designs, this is the chinoiserie plate, and it's so pretty. So that is here if you're into the pink and white flowers, from our friend, you know I get these confused all the time, Maggie?
Yep, that's Maggie.
Okay, Love MHB.
Yes, Love
I have a
MHB.
permanent confusion in my brain with Maggie and Christy from Initial K, Maggie from Love MHB. They're very good friends to the shop. They came into the business about the same time. They're good friends with each other. They both do a lot on 13 mesh, but Maggie does these darling angels, and I think she has 3 different angels with different hair colors that are similar but different. And again, look at the fabric on the back, just the sweetest things ever. So Linda is a very good stitcher, made some really great stitch choices. And then last but not least, she has stitched a couple of the Taylor Studios things, and Taylor Studios is one and the same as Amy Poor, A Poor Girl Paints, but Taylor Studios is called Taylor Studios because her mother helps her. Her mother's name is Martha. Martha is her mom's name? Yes. Sorry, Martha.
Martha, yes. Sorry.
Martha Taylor. And so she helps Amy with this line, but everything that is done with this line is custom. So this is the bag tag. So this will be attached to either a leather tote or a rattan bag. And then this is the key fob. We also have scissor cases. I think if you go on right now, we can't take Taylor Studios orders live because you need to indicate what initials you want on there, what colors. There's a lot of, it's all custom, so you get a lot of choices. We do have, when you get them, a lot of times, unless you've specified something very particular, they come to you in grayscale. And actually the scissor case itself, which I don't have pictured here, I should have some scissor cases in the building. I'll have to ask Amy to send me some of the scissor case bases. If you happen to be listening, Amy, send me one of each of the scissor case bases so I can show them off. But they come in grayscale so that you can pick your color combination. So those can all be ordered on our website. When we make all of our unboxing items live later tonight or tomorrow, we will make sure that Taylor Studios is a part of that because Kelly was going to tag those for me. So those are all here for Linda. Okay. Going to give our friend Christine Kingston a little bit more love. This was very fortuitous. Lil is a local stitcher to us, and she dropped off some finishing a little while ago, 2 of which were Christine's sweaters. Now we talked yesterday, Christine said, I think they look best with 4 or 5 rows of shadow stitching. Lil did not do any shadow stitching. So I don't know, I think these look pretty great, I'm not gonna lie. Our finisher could not cut out in between the sleeves. You can tell from the back it's not cut out. They've kind of faked out the space on the sleeves, and let me find, I think I have this exact ornament. I do. Let me find the real canvas so you guys can see. There is this little space in between there. So my finishers have faked out that space by adding what is this called? Cording. That's what that's called. Cording in between. So it looks like that, and it's finished flat. It's not open. It's finished flat on a hanger. I think they can be finished open, but then you do have to stitch the extra rows because then you need a little bit more space for the three-dimensionality. So I'm going to show you Lil's other piece. So this is the peppermint sweater, and this is the wreath sweater, and they're so cute. And as I said, we were super fortunate that these happened to come in today because Christine Kingston's trunk show is in the building. So let me walk through this is just some of the Christmas sweaters we have. Looking for my board. Well, maybe I don't need it because I'm just going to stack them. So this is the peppermint on green sweater, and these all come in different colors. So if you're going to want one of these sweaters, can you just be really particular? Say peppermints on green. Sorry, I had these all in order and then I pulled the peppermints out of order. So let me get to all the peppermints. Sorry. What I like about these sweaters is they look really girly. Like some of the sweaters look very masculine because of the shape, and Christine's made them nice and like streamlined, so they look very girly. So here are peppermints on blue. Peppermints on red, snowflake on green, snowflake on pink, snowflake on red. Look at that tree, so cute. Tree on red, tree on blue, wreath on blue. There's the wreath on green that Lil stitched. Here's the wreath on pink. And I think we talked about this yesterday. What's nice about these is you can do like a series of them for grandchildren, nieces and nephews, whatever, and do like similar but different so you don't get totally bored out of your mind.
Kingston said that looks amazing. This is the best finisher I've seen yet on them.
Well, well, well.
I know.
Okay, we have got to make sure to pass that along to our finishing crew.
And Christine said, I actually love the cording between the sleeves.
Well, and I think that's how we've always done them, so I was a little confused yesterday when she said as many rows, but we all come from the background we come from.
Right.
And so I had seen them finished, so in any event, I think the bottom line, I think we did have Lil stitch this, so you still stitch this, but it's not going to show. I think we had Lil stitch that, but no extra rows, and our finishers were able to take it from there. So that's the snowman on blue. Snowman is so darn cute. Snowman on red. Oops, I got a snowman hiding under there. Snowman on pink. Okay, you guys know I love a good pink and green Christmas. This might have to stay with me. He's so darling. And snowman on green. So that is still just some of the Christine Kingston sweaters. This same like style sweater she does in patriotic, she does in other Christmas ways, she does for Easter. There's some Valentine's ones. Did I miss any seasons? Halloween.
Great Lakes.
Oh, and we have our exclusive Great Lakes one, but I'm not sure it's in the building
It's not
right
in the
now.
building.
May not be in the building right now, but if you're interested in the Great Lakes one, that's something we can order for you. So those are for Lil, and they're all done. And then one more piece for Lil. And, ooh, who's the designer on this one? You know what? I think this is a designer I can't get. But is absolutely darling. This little gingerbread man on stripes. I think this is from Jody Valentine, and she only sells direct, and she does not sell to stores. So, but it is super sweet. Okay. Should I go back to product, Cal?
Yep, I'm good. I'm
You're all
answering
good?
people's questions now.
Okay. So we're going to continue with a little Christine Kingston love, along with Christine thought all the love was done yesterday. No, it's still going to happen all month long, but lots of it today. Planet Earth Fiber has come out with some new, and I'm going to try to open this guy up, some new magnets that hold a 3-inch insert. Sorry while I fight with the plastic and I. Whoops, I just ripped the price tag in half. This is the light blue, and it is a self-finishing leather magnet. So 3 by 3. There are magnets in the back, all leather, and this is the light blue version. And I got a lot of help yesterday matching things up, so I can't remember who matched these up, either Bryn or Pat or Megan, can't tell you which, but this darling little whale would be so cute, and that little magnet, put that on your fridge for a little decoration or your file cabinet, make the office life a little more fun. This is the light pink. These magnets, by the way, are $44. Here is this darling sailboat from Christine. It's so cute in there. We talked yesterday that Christine lives, this is called Moonbeam. This is like it's like barely beige, I would say, Moonbeam. Christine is fortunate enough to live on the beach in the summertime, and there is a darling starfish with those beige stripes. Love it. And so you will see a lot of beach inspired things in Christine's line. This is the navy. And here is Christine's Adirondack chair with that really cute background. I don't even know what to call that. Is there a word for that background? What would you call that, Ann? Like, I want to say tattersail, but it's not. A woven. Yeah. It's not tattersail, but yeah. So we're going to call that a woven. It's kind of a teal. Uh-oh, Kelly.
I know, it's my knee.
Kelly's like, she should be the bionic woman now, but she's still falling apart a little bit in all the wrong ways. So, poor thing. This is the hot pink, and then this multi-stripe. This would be a great stash buster, and again, I would probably put an initial on there, or maybe a year, or maybe like a cottage number, like anything that you can fit in that space. Basically 3 by 3. And then last but not least, it comes in, this magnet comes in red, and there is a darling little seahorse with those beige zigzags. So cute. So those are the new magnets from Planet Earth. Sorry, Ann, that one goes in there. Thank you, thank you. Yep. Okay, other self-finishing items. Self-finishing stuff goes on and on. I didn't pull matches for this. We have these snap trays. I love them. They make, I know you couldn't make anything for Father's Day this year because it is this weekend. Although if you're like my family and you're celebrating it next weekend, if you let us know you needed it shipped tomorrow, we could make sure. But these hold a 4-inch round, especially if you have something already stitched. Easy to pop in there. This is the Stitch Club Detroit canvas. Stitch Club Detroit, as a matter of fact, I got a call a little while ago from the DIA. Maybe
A year ago?
I know, fall, January. They called me a long time ago. I spent a lot of time on the phone with them, 2 different calls, and finally I realized what they were looking for like wasn't really what I could help them with, and I referred them to Amanda Mettis, who is called, what's her, the Finishing Fairy? Finishing Fairy. And she's local to us. And Amanda, at one point, one of my staff members had been running Stitch Club Detroit, and we passed off Stitch Club Detroit to Amanda, and she took that event and ran with it. And I know our Sabrina was down there helping. I know Abby Schutze was down there helping. Did I see pictures of Marie in the pictures maybe? But they went down to the DIA. There is an event down there right now. Do you remember what it's actually called? I'm looking at Kaylee because she's looked at the whole thing.
It's called Painted in Silk.
Painted in Silk.
It's early 18th century and 19th century tapestry work. It's mostly done by teenage girls.
So hopefully you can hear Kaylee. It's called Painted in Silk, and it's at the Detroit Institute of Arts. I've heard from everyone it is a fantastic exhibit, and Stitch Club Detroit went down, I believe, last Saturday and helped the people that were at the exhibit when they came out at the end. They were there to kind of introduce people to stitching, which was just absolutely fantastic. And so many, I know Amanda commented that so many of the people were just thrilled, and she said it was kind of like so they built 200 kits. Our neighbor down the street, the Netta Needle, was part of, I don't know what their role was. I know that they used their floor space and all met there to put together these kits, and I just hear it was a fantastic event. Unfortunately, no, that wasn't a funeral weekend. Sabrina went. So it was supposed to be fantastic. I don't know how long that Painted in Silk is there through. Does anyone know?
Saturday. It's through Saturday.
Through this Saturday, like 2 days from now. Yeah. So this weekend is the last weekend. So if you're in the Detroit area, highly recommend you go. And unfortunately, I'm sad to say that I will have missed it. But I've gone on a complete tangent. This is the snap tray. This snap tray has been restocked. I have it in black and red and dove gray, and I think like a Tiffany blue. I didn't pull that, but I'm pretty sure the Tiffany blue one's in the building. So it comes in 4 colorways. Back in the building, it holds
Yeah,
a
it's on the
4-inch
wall.
round. Oh,
On the ground, down, left of pepper pot.
oh, over there. Okay, let me grab it. Because it's not quite the blue I was remembering, so I'm glad you guys told me that. I would not call this Tiffany blue. This is
We showed
definitely,
it on the live yesterday
it's
with
a
that
dark
group, Christine Kingston Flamingo.
yes,
Kissing
that's why I
Flamingos.
knew it was in the building. But so this is the turquoise teal, whatever you want to call it. Phew, okay. Last of the self-finishing items for the day. Boom, boom, boom. We have shown some of these off before. I'm going to start with oh, I don't know what I'm going to start with. Okay. So we've showed these bags off before. This is the new blue. I think the first time I showed you all, and it's showing darker on the Instagram camera than it actually is. The first time we got these in, the black and the navy looked almost the same. These are from Planet Earth. They are $66. And they are kind of the classic boat tote style. And they hold a 6x6 insert. So Pat worked on these for me yesterday. She had so much fun trying to find things that she loved to go inside of them. So this canvas is painted a little wider with the gray background, but if you look at it, you can easily stitch this to 6x6, and it says heck yes. How fun is that? So this is the blue version. Classic boat tote. I said $66. There is 1 interior pocket, and of course your self-finishing spot. This is not a pocket, there's just a pocket on the inside. So that is heck yes. Then there's a black version, thank you. A black version, so it's natural with black. And Pat pulled the canvas that says in case of needlepoint, in case of fire, grab the needlepoint. I believe this is a 5x5, but very easy to put a 1/2 inch all the way around to get it to 6x6. There is, I'm trying to find I've got 2 new colors, and this is the hot pink, my personal favorite. And Pat pulled a favorite canvas of mine. I love Jennifer Tulin. Look at how cute that is. That mushroom with the florals would be so darling in there. So that is the hot pink version. And then there's 2 new colorways. And Kaylee's also pulled some Christine Kingston stuff that I'll show you as well. There is light pink with natural. And these are all the same price, light pink with natural. And Pat pulled this darling Gucci Garden. How fantastic is that in this piece? It has your pink, but you purple lovers are gonna adore this. So sweet. And I think there's room. I would do each of these boxes in a different stitch. I would put a couple initials in this center box, and then you could do like some French knots and some leaf stitches around on the border, and I just think it would be so darling. Love that.
Some people were asking about the snap trays, and I know you were inquiring about this recently. Do they have anything that covers the,
Does not come with anything. I think honestly the best thing to do is get yourself a high quality page protector and just cut your own circle.
yeah.
You know, and if you own our circle sets, there's a 4-inch round, and you would just
Template.
use the template, but make it a little bit bigger so it's going to tuck under. How big is the space for the canvas in the tote bag? 6x6, 6x6. And then color wise, this is the last colorway that came in. So it's kind of a taupe, a natural, super neutral, really pretty. And Kelly wasn't here, but Pat pulled one of Kelly's favorite canvases from Market. This is from, oh, who's the designer? Shoot, do you remember who the designer is? It's really pretty, and it fits in
I
it
love
perfectly.
that.
I know, look at how good it is in this tote bag, Kelly. It's so fantastic. And there's room in the middle for an initial. You guys know I love to monogram anything. So that's the taupe natural with the woodland wreath. And then we also have coming in hot, which I think would be pretty funny on a tote bag because you're arriving somewhere and you're like, whoop, barely got here. So honestly, I think Liz and Kelly both need this tote bag, and Kelly will stitch this.
Yes.
And Liz will roll in on 2 wheels with coming in hot.
Yes.
So those are really fun.
Mopsy.
Oh, thank you. I could not, you know why I couldn't remember? Because you're the one who went to that booth when I wasn't there.
I wasn't there. We pre-ordered.
I know. Oh, I'm so confused.
I know.
Never mind. It was the market before that you did that.
Yep.
Okay. Then Christine Kingston has some fantastic love pieces that we're going to show. You could stitch these to a 5x5, but they're going to work as a 6x6 very easily. So if you are a Spartan, I shouldn't even go through these. Kaylee set me up for failure. I do know the Spartan. Love. This is Mizzou. Let's see how far I get before I screw up. Clemson. Huh. Got you.
Minnesota, Mizzou.
But people yesterday I said Minnesota yesterday, and people were saying it's Mizzou.
It is Mizzou?
Oh.
But I said
So we don't
Minnesota.
know. What do we
So
know?
Either one or
This
the
is
other.
Clemson. My son almost went to Clemson, so that one I know.
Wisconsin, I know that one.
Thank you. I was just gonna be like,
Don't know that one.
don't know that one. That looks like
But
a car symbol
It would look
almost.
really great in that navy tote, though.
Yes, it would.
Yeah.
If I only knew what it was. North Carolina State, maybe? Sorry, Christine
No,
said I
we
did
don't
such a
have to go
good
for
job
long.
yesterday. Now she's probably at home just
Nebraska.
at home. She's probably home
But
right now
we can
shaking her
She
head.
has so many colleges, so if you have a college that you want to,
Yes. Now I think people are trying to help us. So if
we
you,
don't, yeah.
we're gonna ignore all the things that just say
Texas Tech.
we're gonna ignore everything that says school name. If you want it, say please send me. I'd like something along those lines because I think people are trying to help me and they're probably all just shaking their
I
heads.
know, and
Texas
I'm behind
Tech,
on comments, so I'm-
Baylor. I was gonna guess Baylor, Ohio. No, except for it's not Ohio State.
University.
University of Ohio, yes.
TCU, Texas
TCU,
Christian
that one I knew.
Hook 'em horns.
Okay.
Texas Austin, UT, Georgia Tech.
Oh my gosh, Kelly, you're on a
I
roll.
think.
LSU. I went to
Yeah.
school in New Orleans. I know LSU, Louisiana State University, Virginia,
UVA.
and
my
Virginia
daughter's
Tech.
Number one choice. Oh,
Yeah, good luck
God
with that
bless.
one.
God bless.
Okay. Oh shoot, I forgot to show one. Pat and I loved this one. Hold on, I have to go back to the totes because there were 2 choices for this pink tote. Oh yeah. And of course I already showed you the Gucci inspired one. But this really spoke to me. It says bookshop on there, you guys. It is 13 mesh. It would be a very fast stitch. The color is perfect for this bag. And I see Mary Ellen saying, please send me you pen. Thank you. So I just love this inside here. And for those of you that are library goers, I know bookshop's kind of against the library, but this would be a great book bag. So totally forgot to show that. I see that Anne is asking me if we have the green ones. The colors that I have are what I have right now. I do have a special order for the small. Apparently they're coming out with these tiny ones. So I'll have those in the next few weeks. If they have any more colors, at that point in time, I'll order a new color because I love these tote bags. I mean, I love a good bag. It's a high quality bag. It's a low price. It highlights our needlepoint. What's not to love, right? That's right. Okay. I still have some more finishing, but I also have some more Christine Kingston stuff I haven't shown yet. Like I said, I think we're showing off almost more than we did yesterday. Christine has a number of 2x2s. Let me double check. They're 2x2s. 2.5 by 2.5 that fit into the koozies. I have koozies for every single person at my house, and I just think they're the cutest things. Mine don't have monograms on it, which then I think makes my guests feel like they can't use it because it's not their initials, which I think is kind of funny. So Christine has some nice, like, utilitarian ones that are going to go with everyone. So look at the cute little chevron stripe. You could totally stash die for that. Looks so good in this royal blue koozie. The same zigzag, I was calling this yesterday the citrus stripe. I don't know at all if that's what Christine calls it, but there is a fantastic orange koozie to go with that. And then this red koozie, These are very easy to finish. I've done them myself. I don't do a lot of self-finishing because, you know, I go into the experts, I lean in. But these daisies come in a bunch of colors. So you will see a bunch of the different colors on our website. Everything from Christine Kingston, of course, is 20% off through the end of the month. And everything's on our website. If we have to pre-order it, it doesn't take all that long to get it in. And this is the daisy on red with the red koozie. Okay, sip of water for me. Okie doke. I still have a little more finishing. We've got canvases. I've got new colors of leather totes. So let's lean into these canvases. Okay. We love a good Jenny Sandberg key fob. There we go. There are two versions of K. So we're going to call this the blue and green K. And this turns into a scissor fob, a key fob. Most of our stitchers end up having us do this in leather. When you put the leather tabs on, this cute little heart is covered up, but I always like to say, like, you know that a piece of your heart is built into this needlepoint. So this is the blue and green K, and that's one that's been around for a little while. We've sold this a number of times. I adore it. But then there's a new rainbow K. How cute is that? And it's kind of like sherbet colored rainbow, if that's a thing. But I thought that was really pretty. And I don't know anyone with the name of J. Do I? In my family? No one in my family. But I thought these J's were really darling. Couldn't resist bringing that in. And then this is the newest M fob, which I almost feel like was made for me because I love pink and I love blue, and it all looks so good together. So really, really fantastic. Those are from Jenny Sandberg. Our friend September, a girl with a curl. I have stitched the books with the Christmas tree on it. This was a chart for charity a couple years ago, and this is done on 13 mesh. This is the present on books. I had a special order for my neighbor's sweater, which I, of course, is a nod to Mr. Rogers. And then a restock of the pink snowflake. This also comes in blue, which will be here shortly. This is on 13 mesh, and let me see if it's a 4-inch round. 4.5. I thought it was a little bit bigger. 4.5-inch round. And then some restocks and some things that Kelly and I ordered at Market. She was in this booth with me. Liz was also helping me order at Market, but this was a booth that Kelly and I went to. So pop art. There is the floral on blue, 4-inch round. This is the pink floral bouquet.
Yeah, we just love her designs. They're just, to me, they're like a fresh.
They're just, the colors are fantastic. They 13 mesh, easy to stitch. Big enough open spaces if you wanted to try to do something fun. This is the yellow, the bouquet on yellow. And then we had this bow, which I think would be such a fun bag tag. We had this on pink, and then the green one just came in. When we were in there, everything, I was like, well, which colorway should we get, Kelly? And then we're like, we'll just get all the colorways. Like, why not? Okay, this sign kind of cracks me up, and I apologize to anyone who doesn't like naughty language. As a matter of fact, if I can figure out how to stick my finger over it. This is the sweetest little sign. And I'm gonna put my finger over it because I know some people are offended, and I don't want to sound like a priss, but I also want to respect people's, you know, personal things. It says kindly write off, and it is just the sweetest looking little sign, and it's on purple and 13 mesh, and just thought it was darling. In simpler times, here are the cherries. This is a 5x5. So this actually would look really good in the red tote bag. Add a little background on that. The cherries are fantastic. So that is great. A restock from my friend Abby at Saturnalia. You know, she is a big reader as well. So love books, or the love book heart. What does she call it? Bookish heart. So sweet, and includes a little globe on there. Love that piece. We seem to not be able to keep these little bag tags in the building. I don't totally understand why. Everyone keeps putting
they're
away
a
our
trend.
thread. Kelly, everyone keeps putting away the thread that you had pulled for this.
Okay.
Sorry. So I think the beauty of these little bag charms is they're like potato chips. Like you can't have just one. Like you need like 2 or 3 on a bag. So these are like, they're too big for the planet Earth 1.25 inches because most of them are 1.5 inches, 1 3/4 inches. So there is the tomato. Here is the artichoke. Here is the eggplant. And they're just so cute on a bag. We've shown off Kelly's bag before. Thank you, my dear. The football. And you can do these all as little bag tags and like have a couple of them. What started this phenomenon is my friend Kathy asked me to order Olive You. Her granddaughter's name is Olive. And the original stitchers she saw actually did a template of a heart over it, which was really sweet. But you can do whatever shape you want around it. The strawberry. I'm not sure we've had the strawberry before. I think that was on back order
I don't
the
think
first
we
time.
have. It's so cute.
The strawberries, and then look at how cute this one is. Look at the watermelon. So darn sweet. Love, love, love. So, those are the little bag tags. I don't think we showed off a cherry, but I saw this. I don't know why I needed to order a cherry cowboy boot, but this thing is so darn cute that I just had to. Look how sweet this thing is. So cute. And Kelly was like oohing and eyeing over this and said, you know what that really needs is that peony color from, Paint or Shimmer. I said Planet Earth, Paint or Shimmer. So how pretty would that be in the background? And if you really want to do it up, you could bead all the cherries, would be so good, and maybe a little velvet for this edging. So, you know, the last thing in the world we need is a cowboy boot in Michigan, but I just thought it was really fun, and maybe I've been seeing too many people going to Nashville or oohing and eyeing over Taylor Swift, and, you know, there's a place for a cute little cowboy boot. So, might have been right after my trip to Round Top that I ordered that too. I don't know. So also from that same artist is this coquette cake. So sweet. I saw someone was stitching this for engagement gift for someone. They had put initials on here. The trick with putting initials on here is this cake is painted on an angle, so it's very hard to get initials, at least hard for me to look right on an angle. So if you were going to put initials on here, they might have to be straight. So just, I don't want to get anyone to be distressed that they like bought it and not be able to get the initials the right way. So this is from Colors of Praise, this darling tiger and florals. I've seen this on a number of rattan bags. We've seen it on a number of Anna clutches. It would be great as a bag tag. As a matter of fact, I'm going to set it aside and show it over there as one of the bag tags. We keep selling this Rachel Berry insert over and over again. This is the pink and orange gingham flowers. We do have the orange Rachel Berry clutch in the building, and it is fantastic with it. The leopard key fob. I love a good animal print, so this could be a key fob, it could be a bookmark. You know, you do you. It's 13 mesh. Anne and Liz have both stitched the Love Football. It is intentionally done in grayscale and white so that you can put your team colors on here. It is the size for an acrylic clutch. Is that right, Anne? No, it's a little small, but you can make it big enough for that. It is 6.5 by 3 3/4, but you can make it to the acrylic clutch size if you happen to have our square and rectangle templates. There is a size for an acrylic clutch built into that, so it would be very easy to make this the right size. From Pepperberry Designs, this whole little series I've restocked. This is Robbie the Reindeer, and again, these are going to be fantastic if you're someone who does a whole series for a family. They are ornament sized. They are, let me give you a measurement, 4.5 by 3 1/4. So that is Robbie the Reindeer. And they have such cute names, I have to read you the names. This is Frankie the Fox. I mean, come on, they're so cute. Diane just has such a whimsical way about her. And she, again, leaves enough space for stitches. Why am I having a hard time picking this up? This is Polly the penguin. And last but not least is Mabel the mouse. I mean, come on, you guys, they're so cute. I can't stand it. Our teddy thread is in stock. It would be fantastic for all the trim on their coats. Really, really fun. Anne's nails look good.
Yeah, I'm a little behind on comments, so just keep being specific, please.
Okay, yeah, so Kelly does see things on a delay, at least 30 seconds normally, but then when people have been commenting and she's trying to keep up, sometimes it's 2 or 3 minutes before she gets it, so she'll get to answering your question. Also from Pepperberry Designs are these mittens, and these can be finished a number of different ways. So they are kind of designed to be ornaments. This one says First Christmas. So I've seen people put as a pair back here. I've seen people put initials back here. I've seen people put a year back here. And this could be for a baby if you wanted, but I think it's also kind of designed to be First Christmas for maybe a newly engaged couple, newly married couple, etc., etc. So that is the red First Christmas. And then, of course, in very classic ways is the blue First Christmas and the pink First Christmas. And I've had people finish these back to back, open as a single mitten. I've had them finish them with a big cording piece in between, so it's a pair of mittens that hang on the tree. And I've actually even had people cut it in half and do First Christmas for a baby and maybe this other one for like an older sister. Choice is yours. A restock from our friend Rachel Berry. This is called Pick Your Poison. Such a fantastic Halloween piece. We've sold this a number of times. We featured this on the rollout of our self-finishing table video. As a matter of fact, if you ordered a self-finishing table, I would say 95% of them have already been shipped. So watch for the FedEx truck. I sent everyone tracking information yesterday, and everything was being sent out, I think yesterday. And so you'll have yours soon. So I ordered a navy blue one. Mine was even coming. The special order black ones are still being made. And somehow in the many, many, many tables, our friend Christy down in Texas, hers got missed, but it will go out in the next couple weeks. So I apologize, Christy, in full disclosure. Yours should not have gotten missed, and it did. But that's why I track things too. Kelly has a question.
And not a question just for people who watch the video later, because I'm getting a lot of questions and I'm scribing a lot of things. And thank you, Kaylee, for thinking to put those Love College canvases in the tote bags, because that was a huge hit. A lot of people are ordering specific colleges we don't have. And Christine said if they don't exist and you want a specific college, she will make them.
Wow.
So she said,
Christine, you're brave.
she said, order them, so you can order them, send an email, send a DM. You'll get the, and I'll keep a list and send them to Christine. Don't
Okay.
reach out to Christine. If people are asking
Yes.
Christine a lot of questions,
Yeah.
send
So
them to us.
Christine is a saint. She joined us for our live yesterday. She is a giver. She is a giver through and through. So if anyone can make things happen, it's Christine. But especially if the canvas isn't in existence, it will take her a little while because it has to be designed and then it has to be painted and. You'll still get the 20% off. But yes, reach out to the Wool and the Floss. We'll collate all those requests and send them to her in one full statement. So, okay. Some restocks and some new items from KCN. This is they're calling this the Taylor Beach Angel, but I mean, come on, that ginger jar with that angel, so darn cute. Then the Rainbow Angel, it is Pride Month, and how sweet is she? Love that. I am not a coffee drinker, as we all know, but if you noticed, I've been drinking water lately. I'm so proud of myself. But I'm not a coffee drinker, but I know many, many of you are. So this is the Coffee Angel, or someone that you'd like to gift something to. This one keeps selling out over and over again. This is the Artist Angel. And we also keep selling out of our Lion's Angel. Kelly's goal is to get Holly Campbell, the coach's wife, to stitch this. If not, it wouldn't surprise me if
We
Kelly.
actually want her to stitch Liz's MCDC.
Well, that would be amazing too. But maybe start her on 13 mesh and then go on to MCDC. I don't know, because we want her to be a real stitcher. We want her to keep going, right? This is I Do.
Hey, I'll be happy if she comes in and stitches anything.
We'll
I
just
don't
be happy
care
if she
what it
walks
is.
in our doors. Although I'll have to help her because Liz and Kelly will be
We'll
passed
be
out.
okay if Dan doesn't come.
Fine.
We'll be fine, as long as Mr. Campbell doesn't drop her off.
Oh
Yes,
my
that's
gosh.
the only problem.
Oh my gosh. So the I Do wreath, fantastic engagement gift, wedding gift. Of course, the 4th of July is coming up, so I had to restock the flag and the picket fence, 13 mesh from SUT Designs. I am toying with stitching this possibly for my navy blue self-finishing table, the Happy 4th. The beauty of the self-finishing table is, yes, it's an expensive item. It is handmade. It is beautifully crafted, all the things, but you can just pop things in and out of it. Like, there is zero finishing that goes into it. Like, literally, you would stitch this to whatever size you wanted to. Maybe, I think it's drawn to 10 by 10. Let me see. It is drawn to 10, almost 10 by 10. 9.5 by 9.5, but you could easily stitch this out to 12 by 12. You've got enough canvas, I think, to do 12 by 12. Let me make sure I'm not a liar. Yes, you've got plenty of canvas to do 12 by 12. You can't, if you were really careful, you might be able to do 14 by 14. But you just pop this in for the week of the 4th, and then pull it out, put something else in, put a Christmas piece in, put an Easter piece in, put a Hanukkah piece in, like whatever your holidays are. Fantastic. So Happy 4th. This sold out at Market instantaneously. I know we had some special orders we were waiting on. And this is the lemon clutch. Such a pretty design. If you pick this up, you obviously need that Beauvais needle minder to go with. So it's designed to be a clutch, but I think it'd also be a really beautiful pillow. And it's just beautifully designed and put together. So that's the lemon clutch. This is another one that we bought a few of at Market, and then we went back for more, and of course it was gone. This is the floral Memorial Day flag. So pretty. I think this would be such a beautiful pillow. I think it would be great finished maybe on as a banner. And hanging maybe on your front door if you have another porch or something to protect it. So pretty. And then I ordered this for us to stitch for the shop. I know that this says, and you're reading it backwards, this home runs on love, laughter, and lots of Diet Coke. But we were toying with changing this into this shop runs on love, laughter, and lots of Diet Coke, and maybe changing these colors to our store colors. But it is fantastic. So I think this would be a really fun summer stitch. It's 13 mesh. It is a little bit larger. Let me give you a measurement. It is almost 10 by 14 and a half, but it's 13 mesh. This could be a roll up in your purse project. Really fun. Okay. Next up, I did mention we had a restock of our leather totes, and I intentionally did these separately so that we didn't have bags getting confused with the self-finishing bags. So again, Pat and Megan, I think this was mainly Megan last night was helping me with this. The navy blue tote has been restocked. Again, we love these. Kaylee carries hers every day. And I'll tell you, I picked up Kaylee's this morning because I wanted to put her laptop by it. She puts so much stuff in the thing. It weighs a ton, and it still looks like it's in great shape.
I'm just really strong, Mom. It's not that heavy.
I was like, I'm surprised these handles are still attached because there's so much stuff in hers. But we love a good bag tag. So this is the navy blue. Is this from a song? Because you guys know I never know anything. All right, everyone, gird your loins. This is
It's from Devil Wears Prada.
There we go. So this is from Fruity Designs and a knockoff to Devil Wears Prada. And we thought that would be really fun on the navy. The other thing, if you're a little more traditional, these NDLPT, I brought these in thinking they'd be really cute as frame weights, but it'd be cute finished long as a bag tag because these bags are long and skinny. So there is the NDLPT on green. The mustard is a perennial favorite around here.
Mustard.
And
Sabrina has mustard.
Sabrina does, Ann does too.
Yep.
And look at this little dog on here, you guys. He's so cute if you are a dog lover. Cute, cute, cute. So that's the mustard tote. These totes also, thank you tariffs, went up a little bit in price. They're $114, but they are all leather. They have a base so that the bottom, you know, doesn't sag out. And they also have a zippered pouch attached to the inside, and they're really great. So Megan also pilled this for it, Fancy-ish, which I thought was really a great combination and kind of made sense for the leather tote. Hot pink, one of my favorites, of course, is right here. And if you are a pickleball player, sorry, we thought Day Dinker would be really fun on there. My sister-in-law is completely addicted to pickle. If you ask her how she is, she starts talking about her pickle game. If you're more of an evening kind of socializer, Wish You Were Beer.
I love that canvas.
That's from Audra.
Me too.
So cute. Audra just had a birthday, so happy birthday to Audra.
I also like that on the Moderno. Sorry.
On the
Too
mustard?
many M vendors. The wicker ones with the leather
Oh,
handles.
for sure. This is the red leather, and Rachel Berry's XOXO would be very cute as a bag tag on there. And then Megan is a huge Taylor Swiftie fan, T Swift fan. You need to calm down, and that color looks fantastic, and it would be kind of funny on a bag if you're carrying it. Then the orange leather is really fantastic, and that's why I wanted to set aside this. Look at how great this tiger floral piece would be as a bag tag on here. Love this orange leather. Also, you could put Elizabeth Crane Swartz, This Took Forever sweater on here, would be absolutely darling. Then lime green. Megan is a pet lover too, so she had to pull this darling little cat. This is a discontinued K. Irby piece, but that little lime collar with this bag would be darling. And again, back to that NDLPT. If you wanted to shout out your needlepoint pride, you could do this, maybe change that to more of the lime green. Then the teal green, the other discontinued K. Irby dog. So cute. And last but not least, restocked the Kelly green. And I guess we talked about Choose Piece earlier. Now we have Teach Piece, and this is also from Audra. So that's that in the totes. Phew, okay, oh no, I still have all these totes on the ground. Dear Lord,
And
okay.
that's the one I would love the Wish You Were Beer on.
Okay, so, oh my gosh, I feel like maybe we're gonna wait.
Move something?
No, I think we're gonna wait for those totes for next week.
Okay.
There's too much.
Okay.
Because, yeah,
That's fine.
we've got some finishing still. We've got a restock of some of our other totes, but I don't think we have time to do them proud. So we're gonna go back to finishing. So our friend Cindy lives in Canada part of the year and lives in South Carolina part of the year. I was like, South Carolina?
And
North
she
Carolina.
said she went to that DIA show and it was so fabulous. So if anyone has a chance to go before it closes, to please
I
go.
know. I feel like I should have made that happen. I can't believe I didn't. For some reason, I thought it was here through September, so that's why I'm confused. So this is the pimento cheese. She had us finish it as an ornament rather than as a sitting cheese piece. And that's from Stitch Style. We don't have pimento cheese in the building. We do have mature Irish cheddar, which of course is designed to be done as a 3D little sitting piece of cheese. Which suitcase is this? Ugh. Studio Midwest has these darling suitcases and they all have a theme. I don't know, Cindy has added her initials to this. We've got a London bus on here. This might just be like a World Traveler one. I'm not really sure. Sorry, there's like a US one, there's a European one. But but it is really cute. And my finishers have these darling little handles they put on them. They can be finished hanging or just seated. Also for Cindy, we have this fantastic cuff bracelet, which is from Kate Dickerson. So beautiful. We can order this for you with this orange eye-cat design. So pretty. I would put it out and model it for you, but these are all finished with like a brass cuff underneath. This one has ultra suede on the inside, and you bend this out to fit your wrist, so I would never put anybody else's on, at least from the get-go, until it's bent wide enough to fit my wrist. We can order this eye-cat one, but we have showed off the Amy Poor Girl Paints geode cuff would be very, very similar, and that is in the building. So that's here for Cindy. Next up, we have, oh, this is exciting. Oh, and we just got these restocked, so that's very exciting. So this is kind of like finishing and unboxing combined, and I actually have two sets. So I have a set, and I'll just show off what I have. Claire Kent's, and I have Sarah Hassel's. And they both took part in our Patricia Soam Pretty Packages Club, and I just got a full set of these in the building. So if you are interested in these, let us know. I'm seeing if they were finished similarly. They're finished slightly differently. So I'm going to show you all of Claire's, and then I'll show you how Sarah opted to finish hers. So this is the blue and aqua present. So that is here for Claire, and she has put a hanging loop on them, but you could probably sit them also flat. This is wired ribbon, so it might need to be fluffed a little when Claire gets them, because of course they will be shipped. This is the red and green plaid. So sweet.
Quick question while you're showing these. What canvases were you talking about, dogs and cats, that are discontinued? And is what we have if people wanted them?
I might be able to get a couple more.
Okay.
So that's the dog, and this is the cat.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, let me know, because I will get right on the phone with my supplier and circle the wagons on those.
Got it.
This is the polka dot gift. This is the red and green Byzantine gift. These are just all so sweet. And this is the trees. And again, this is all wired ribbon, so it can be very easily fluffed. So those are all for Claire. Sarah's are finished similarly but different, and they both stitched them beautifully, of course. And I won't walk you through all of there we go. I won't walk you through all of Sarah's, but what she had us do was finish them flat without the cording, and then we slipped in these S hooks. So she can hang these on the S hook, or this can easily be taken off or tucked underneath. I would just tuck it under, and she can just have them sitting flat. So I think that's a very clever finish of these. So I have all 5 in the building, all 5 canvases. They come with a stitch guide. They are $84 each. So stitch guide and canvas. And I was so fortunate that these came in at the same time we had some finished ones, because I held them up and Pat thought they were like little bricks. So they do kind of look like little brick covers, but they are actually designed to be those cute little finished packages. So I have 2 full sets in the building. We can sell them a la carte, or we can do them all together. So your choice. Next up, this is here for Reagan. Reagan is local to us. What do we have here for Reagan? Oh, cute. We have the, this is from Stitch Style, the whales, the mama and baby whale. We don't have the whale in the building, but we do have a couple others in this series. Look at her cute stitches she chose. Really, really great background stitch. We have, look at the mama and baby elephant. Oh my gosh, sweetest thing ever. And then we have the mama and baby polar bear, which would pair nicely with the polar bear pillow we have back on the wall behind me. But yes, so these are here. And then also for Reagan, we have our Lake St. Clair round, which was custom designed for us. And that, of course, is in the building, and it comes with a thread list and a few stitch suggestions. So that's here for Reagan. And last but not least, in the finishing land, we have the ginger jar. This is from Kate Woodward at the Gingham Stitchery. We can order this for you, and she has had us do it with a very long tag, so not sure what her plan is to hang this from, because
It's gonna go on like over the top of a lamp and down.
oh, so it's going to go on her finial and then hang down and through. I love it. Thank you for knowing that, Anne.
I wrote it.
So we don't have the Gingham Stitchery ginger jar in the building. We do have the insert if you wanted to put this into a wallet or a luggage tag, that sort of thing. And we also have the green and red kind of simpler ginger jar. So that's here for Sally. Sally's local to us. And last but certainly not least is the Santa suit. Oh my gosh, so cute. This is from Studio Midwest. We can order this for you. It is two-sided, 3D, finished open. This little belt buckle could not be any cuter. The Jingle Bell buttons, like Sally knocked it out of the park. So really, really sweet. So that is the end of finishing. We did have one more bag that I was going to talk about, but I feel like we've run out of time. So we're going to wrap this up. If you are in Michigan, it's not going to be the greatest weekend. Weather-wise, it's going to be the perfect stitching weekend, people. So we are heading to our lake house. I think I will be sitting inside stitching a lot and hopefully enjoying my super well-behaved dog. I'll report back on that. Anything else coming up? We usually don't answer the phones for about an hour, hour and a half, because we have to audit everything, make sure we have all your orders right, get all our ducks in a row, because otherwise you guys call and we just don't really have good answers yet. So
if you special ordered anything, we pulled yours before we showed it.
yeah, so if you saw something, and I usually try to mention that, I know we had orders for this. If you see something, we have always pulled your special order. Don't panic. If you want to send us a quick DM and say, just a reminder, I ordered that back in April, feel free, but 99.9% of the time, we have taken care of you. Every now and then, there might be an issue where you thought you hit send, or we missed a text or something, but I'd say most of the time we're pretty good. So I think that's all. So thank you guys for joining us. Really great weekend to stitch. I hope you all have some time for that, and we will see you back next week. Kelly and Liz will be live on Tuesday morning, and I will be back next Thursday morning, and take some time to stitch. Talk to you soon. Bye.